about land. Yeah. There's established ANC policy, which is in the Freedom Charter. If you come to me to say, now let's do something about the land, I'd say, bear in mind what we've said in that Freedom Charter for many decades. The land shall be shared among those who work it.
Thabo Mbeki says, Jacob Zuma destroyed this country, right? And then, okay, you see the issue of Jacob Zuma destroying the country, he went on to detail something. There's something that Thabo Mbeki did not tell us that I want us to discuss today, where we saw Andile Mngxitama going is, you know what I'm saying? He went hard on him. He went hard on him. There's a reason why he went hard on him. Now he exposes Thabo Mbeki and show us what Thabo Mbeki did in the past. When it comes to the issues of the land, Thabo Mbeki has always been against the idea of black people, but specifically becoming the beneficiaries of the land. Hey, I know. You're saying, Bongs, what do you mean? Thabo Mbeki is saying no. The idea of land without expropriation is a nonsensical idea. He maintains that and he justifies. But I find that no matter how he justifies it, it still doesn't make sense to me. You can't steal, and when you're supposed to return it back, now you have to put conditions. If you did not steal, those conditions, like if you did not steal, you wouldn't even have you wouldn't even have the opportunity to put conditions. How even, you know, I'm still trying to make sense of this. How do you even start? Where do you even begin putting conditions on something that you know for a fact that you did not get it in a rightful way? How do you put conditions to such? That's exactly what that is exactly what Andile Mngxitama did. He then brings back the files of Thabo Mbeki. What he did when Jacob Zuma says, guys, when Jacob Zuma was still the member of the ANC, when Jacob Zuma says, guys, let's get the land back, we have the majority, we've got the 2/3 majority, let us make sure that we bring the land back. And I do remember when Jacob Zuma was still the president, he spoke, he was very clear about the land. You know, he was very decisive about the land. He was like, guys, let the land go back to rightful owners. He was very clear on the land. On the opposite, Thabo Mbeki was never in favor of that idea. That is what, at least today, we're going to talk about. But before we talk about all of this, I put it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, I mean, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, with that being said, let's go back a little bit now and look at the history of this land. Guys, why is it important for black people to own the land equally? Because the idea or the argument that comes from Thabo Mbeki, it's not look, it's not equal. For instance, a research was conducted. It was found that the South African land is with just few minority and not black people. That minority is white people in this country. Those are the people that owns the land in this country. So you hear Thabo Mbeki on the other hand saying, nope, the issue of the land to him does not make sure. The discussion about the land to him is not. It's not make sure. What's make sure? Take a look at what he said.
Strategic position with regard to solving a number of issues here. The national question, the land question. How do we handle it? No, somebody pops up. No. Let's take the land and give it to our people. So I say, I belong to the ANC. Who, according to the ANC in South Africa, is not our people? There's nobody who's got our people. That's ANC policy. Somebody else's policy might be very different. But that's why the ANC says this land shall be shared among those who work it. Black and white and whoever they are. But I'm saying you have a youth league which is called an ANC youth league, which has got a very different policy from the ANC on this matter. Is it ANC? It's not. It's a youth league show, but a youth league of somewhere else. I'm trying to indicate, colleagues, what has happened.
Okay, after this, let me read this comment, for instance. I will show you this. Now, Andile Mngxitama says, President Jacob Zuma called on the black political parties to unite and make sure the land expropriation without compensation. Now, this is where it becomes very important. He says, President Jacob Zuma called for black political parties to unite and make sure to make sure there is land without expropriation. Thabo Mbeki wrote 30 pages document denouncing Jacob Zuma for pushing anti-ANC policies. According to TM, the ANC doesn't push black unity. Others did. Zuma must go. Now, this alone, it therefore creates the problem, or a bit of a problem for all of us. And why I'm saying it's our problem is that Mbeki was against the idea of land without expropriation. He says it's an ANC policy, but then we see constitution being amended every now and again. It would have made sense if he had said the current policy does not allow that. Then we have a discussion. But to say it's not an ANC policy, it's you saying it shouldn't be done because it's not an ANC policy. It would have made sense. I mean, I repeat myself. He heard him Mbeki say, let us first fix the policy of the ANC. Then once the policies of the ANC aligns to what Jacob Zuma wants, then we can then now ask the assistance of political parties so we can achieve that. It would have made sense, but he showed that he does not want that. He took a side. After taking a side, then Andile Mngxitama then says, no, let me expose this man. Now, let me read this. According to doctors who recently examined Thabo Mbeki, all of them agreed he's suffering from this. They are talking about MK, right? Let's go on. I blame the people who attended Thabo Mbeki's bitter and show. I hope he spits on you, filthy agents. They are saying when Thabo Mbeki was saying all of those things. Okay, let me now let me now focus on other important matters here, because they are matters that are not that important. What former President Mbeki did yesterday was an attempt, that was last week, right? Was an attempt to change the belief that government was directly responsible for the first incident of load shedding in 2007 and 2008. And he apologized, and he says that the apology is withdrawing the apology, and therefore it is, yeah. You know what he says? Yeah, nah, man. I think it makes sense what this person is saying. Then Mngxitama says, Stellenbosch had unleashed Thabo Mbeki to try and derail the MK tsunami. It's too late. The ANC is getting out of power. Mbeki played with 2/3 majority. We remain landless in our country thanks to Thabo Mbeki. Viva MK, uyatatazela uRupert. Kusho Andile Mngxitama coming a bit harder on the opponent. And I'm saying, Thabo Mbeki, someone said, we had a problem. The Mbekis are giving us a bit of a problem. Not long ago, the other Mbeki told us that white people did not steal the land. They defeated the black people. You know, it's fair. It's like, okay, no, nothing is fair. Wait. It's like you saying, the father does not abuse children by not providing them, or by not providing for them, depriving them. He's got money. He chooses not to support his children. He chooses to chase them out of their home. And then you say, nah, that father, that's not an abuse. I'm talking about a situation where you know these are your children, but you just choose not to. I'm saying to such a situation, a father then decides that he's not going to do that. And then you say it's okay, it's fair. Because this is a similar thing. The similarities here are that black people did not have the weapons that these white people have, or had then. The children in the scenario that I just gave you does not have the same power with the father. So you can't say the war between the children and the father is fair. You can't say the war between black people and white people were fair. They came with the resources to defeat these people. In fact, it was their mission. They were funded to do so. So you can't say it was fair. So now you can see that what the brother says is actually what the other brother believes, which is not make sure, like, especially coming from people who have been in such a crucial position in this country. They are very influential in this country, but they say things like that, and you say, should you trust them? You know what I'm saying? You just kind of feel like, should you trust these ones? Like, honestly speaking, should you trust these ones? But nevertheless, get into the comment section below. Tell me what you think about everything. I'll see you guys on the next one. But until such a time, please take care.